Sun Bowl, home field for the UTEP Miners. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on last year's national champions, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running back searching for a hole. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be
unleashes one deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The run from the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. They go to the wide receiver screen. And that one did not work. The Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to run it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. 4th down and goal from the 3. Touchdown, UTEP! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
That's a really, really good route by the receiver. It's called a corner route. Did a great job sticking his foot in the ground and running towards the sidelines and running right to that hole in the defense.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Looking for a crease to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll go to the air. Scrambling away.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Northwestern. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Miners line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Moving away from pressure. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
So many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's third down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
Looking for the fourth down conversion, Northwestern comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They just keep firing. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
You wonder if the pick earlier in the game is now affecting this quarterback, and not just his psyche, but also his fundamentals. He threw that ball off his back leg. You're not going to throw completions playing like that.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Snagged in the middle. It's Breeze. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's a heat. They've got the screen set up. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Miners are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Duke. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Wants to throw on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch at the 20. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing.
Trying to get behind the defense. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Miners will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Caught near the sticks. It's Breeze. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the middle. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception.
Oh, it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And, man, that comes up short. And I tell you what, we saw him in warm-ups. He's got that leg, man. He hit from 60 a couple times, so he can make that deep shot, but he didn't get all of it, and the field goal just falls a little bit short.
Safe completion on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Going for the big play. And he throws another interception. Got some room to run. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Northwestern! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab on the left side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone.
Sprinting away. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The option look. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northwestern. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Wildcats. Quick strike through the air for the score. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. And he holds it in, and nobody's close. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He's going to fire deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Northwestern! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. He lets it fly. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
Turning on the Jets. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but...
He unleashes a long one. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 24 over Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Now improvising. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Northwestern. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Number 5.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense putting points on the board.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Going to take a shot on second and short. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Gonna swing it on second down. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Trying to move them on the counter. Across, got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Forced out of the pocket. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Gets the back moving. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Nice move there. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Miners in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, Does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.